We've been ballin' out since we were motherfucking 15. Steady coming up in what they like to call the OC. Cruising in a Chevy every weekend to a new beach. Woofer in the back playing music was our routine. Parties on the weekends at the house that everyone knows. Parents never home, so that's the spot where everyone goes. Hooking up with girls who never seem to wear enough clothes. Always broken up by cops that tell us all to go home. Save us now. These kids are running from their dreams, never feeling free. We must stop this, make it count. This life is nothing but a story. Don't let it be boring. We must never back down. The sound. Don't be quiet for the others. Strength it comes in numbers, so we must get loud. It's found. And if we never hit the ground, keep our head up in the clouds. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we don't stop, we'll hit the top. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we don't stop, we'll hit the top. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we don't stop, we'll hit the top. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we never hit the ground, keep our head up in the clouds. We will make it somehow. Let's go. Chilling at the beach with a couple girls from high school. Got one for us each, blonde hair and their eyes blue. Growing up in Cali, that's the type you see and ride through. No, I ain't complaining, man, we love that, it's a nice view. Stealing lots of booze from the mall on the weekends, cause we wanna drink until our brains stop thinking. Pouring cheap vodka into bottles of that Grey Goose, cause the ladies wanna think they're sipping on that good juice. Save us now. These kids are running from their dreams, never feeling free. We must stop this, make it count. This life is nothing but a story. Don't let it be boring. We must never back down. The sound. Don't be quiet for the others. Strength it comes in numbers, so we must get loud. It's found. And if we never hit the ground, keep our head up in the clouds. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we don't stop, we'll hit the top. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we don't stop, we'll hit the top. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we don't stop, we'll hit the top. We will make it somehow. Don't stop if you don't stop. If we never hit the ground, keep our head up in the clouds. We will make it somehow.
Hey, what's up everyone? Fuzzy Juggernaut here, and today I'll be showing you my Stamina DK build. One of the few builds that I run on my Stam DKs. I like this build a lot. It's got really good survivability, good sustain, even though the stats don't look like it, but I'll get into that a little bit later. And before we get into the build, if you like the content or the videos on this channel, make sure you subscribe or hit that like button. Also, I'm going to try to make this video as short as I can. It's going to be a little difficult because there's a lot of stuff to go over in the build. So if I do miss stuff or don't go over anything, just ask me in the comments below and I'll make sure that I get to you. But let's get into it. So let's go to the character sheet. These are our stats unbuffed. I'm not going to read them all out to you. You can pause it and look at the video. But this is unbuffed on our back bar. Buffed up. Buffed up, we're sitting at 31,799 spell resistance and 29,873 physical with 2835 critical. We have 18.5 magicka, 44,000 health, and 23,600 stamina with 1,500 stamina recovery, 1,200 health recovery, and 1,000 magicka recovery. Front bar. These are the stats on the front bar. Like I said, you can pause it, check them out, see. Then buffed up, we're sitting at 3079 weapon damage and 20% crit, which doesn't matter because we're going to be actually running Malakath on this. Fully buffed up though, this is only partially buffed up. Getting the enchantment and all the other stuff will be at 3800, and then plus the 25% from Malakath's band, that will give us I think close to 4,500, 4,700, something like that. Weapon damage, which will be really good for our combos. Now buffed up on the front bar with our resistances, we're at 28,000 spell and 26.5 physical, which is pretty good. For our inventory, I'm running sorting board on my front bar. You can actually put the mal on there. This is just how I put it on here, so don't worry about that. We're running sharpened, but preferably I'd like to have powered on here. You can run whatever you'd like, sharpened, powered, infused, whatever you'd prefer. We are running poisons on this, and this is actually Eternal Vigor. So our first set is going to be Eternal Vigor. That's going to give us the magicka, stamina, and health recoveries, and then our fifth items are going to be 2 bonuses, max health, and then 325 stamina, magicka recovery while your health is above by 50%. And then it adds 976 health recovery while your health is below 50%. So the stack's really good with this set, and with our recoveries we're at like 2,300 I think health recovery when we're below 50%, which also stacks really well with our heals. Then our shield, I have a enchant for this, is going to be the Tristat, and then reinforced for extra physical and spell resistances. You can run impen or whatever you'd like. This build's just a template, so you can make it how you see fit and how you make it conform to your playstyle and how you like to play. Like I said, poisons on the back bar. You can run them on the front weapon. I don't, because I'm running an infused with a weapon damage enchantment. Eternal Vigor. Nirnhone would be preferable. It'll give you a little more weapon damage and good with the heal and everything else. It's completely up to you. Sharpened, whatever. Sharpened, infused, Nirnhone. I just didn't have the transmutations at the time, and I kept it at infused right now because it did well with me, as you saw in the videos. But you can run whatever you'd like on that infused, sharpened, Nirnhone. And then a Helm of Eternal Vigor with the Tristat enchantment on it and reinforced. So we're running 3 reinforced, 4 impenetrable on the build. You can run more impen if you want more critical resistance, or you can run more reinforced to get maxed out resistances. For our second set, we're running Warrior Poet on the body, so all of our pieces are going to be Warrior Poet except for the shoulders and head. Max stamina enchantment on this. You can put a Tristat if you'd like. It's impenetrable. So this set is really good. I like this set a lot. Both these sets I feel are underutilized in the game, and they both are very viable in CP and non-CP. And getting on that topic, this build works very well in CP and in non-CP both. So this build's going to give us max health, 2 lines of max armor, and then the 5th double bonus is going to be health, which will be maxed out, and then gain minor toughness at all times, increasing your max health by 10%, which is really nice. So all the health accumulated on the build is going to be increased by 10%, which is going to put us at the 44k mark for hit points. Our shoulder, I'm running blood spawn. I switch this in and out depending on the fights and stuff and what I'm going into, but you can ultimately run Dummy House or Troll King or Engine Guardian, whatever you'd like for more resistances, even Chuden, whatever you'd like, or recoveries or more resources, completely up to you. For our jewelry, we're running Eternal Vigor, and I have all infused with a Malakath band too, so that's why we're running the headpiece Eternal Vigor also, because of the Malakath band to make up for the 5th piece. All infused on these. I run 2 weapon damage enchantments and 1 recovery enchantment. You can put all weapon damage on here if you'd like. We really need the damage for the infused, so that's really going to boost us up and put us up over that 4k weapon damage marks, and it's going to really make your combos hit extremely hard while you have a lot of survivability and tankiness. The Malakath band, you don't have to run this. You could actually run Eternal Vigor. Just make sure it's infused. You'll lose some damage on that, but you can make it up by putting like Balorgs as your monster set if you'd like to proc when you use Take Flight for our ulti. And that only costs 110 ulti, so you can get it back really quick and keep hitting that, and it'll increase your damages and your physical penetrations. So that makes up for not having the Malakath band on there. So both ways work. It's a little less damage, but more penetration. I just prefer this way. I like it this way. I play in a lot of non-CP and CP, so completely up to you how you want to run it. See, you got all those. Let's go to food also. Actually, before I go to food, so I'm running 44 into health and 20 into stamina. You can actually switch these around how you like to get some more health or more stamina. Our resources seem a little low, but with our regens and all of our stuff procced, it's honestly, I don't feel like I'm low on resources at all. It works really nice. And you can take a lot of damage and still keep your resources, be able to block, and be able to punch out damage too at the same time. And since we're utilizing 40% of the skills on our bars are going to be Magicka, and the other is 60% is going to be Stamina, it allows us to be sort of a hybrid. We are a Dark Elf on this. You can go Imperial or Nord. Imperial gives you a lot of health and ability cost reductions, and then resources back when you do damage, and then stamina also. Completely up to you. Or Nord for more resistances and health and ulti. I like the Dark Elf because I get both Magicka and stamina max pools, which helps out with this build, especially since it's sort of a hybrid. And then I get increased weapon damage and spell damage also. So the spell damage is going to help with our healing on our back bar, because we're going to be utilizing 2 different heals. One will be Magicka, one will be Stamina. We're using the Lord as the Mundus Stone. You can run Warrior or the Lady, whatever one you'd want. It's completely up to you. If you want physical penetration for more damage or more weapon damage with the Warrior, then by means go ahead and do it. I just went for the more health. I wanted to be as tanky as possible. Bewitched Sugar Skulls is going to be our food. You can run, I do run Artaeum Takeaway Broth also, but you can run Tri-Stat foods too, purple or blue, whatever you'd like, to give you the max stat increase for your resources. It's completely up to you. I know these foods can be sort of expensive, so just try to get a Tri-Stat food that boosts as high as it can. Let's see here. For our skills, we're running Noxious Breath on the front bar. There's going to be a dot damage over time. It's going to give us major fracture on our target too, and it lasts for 14 seconds. And then same with our Venomous Claw. These both do poison damages, which helps in our Thaumaturge tree also be proccing. This pretty much is to take down their resistances a little bit and their health a little bit, and keep pressure up on them. We also get resources back from putting these on them, and you can put them on multiple opponents, and you want to let them go as long as you can. And Venoman, or And Venomous Claw, it increases the damage the longer you let it stay on an opponent, so make sure you try to let it stay for 14 seconds, but stuff happens in fights, so do the best you can. Igneous Weapons, running this for the Major Sorcery and Major Brutality. This increases everyone around you, and including yourself. It increases everyone's damages. The sorcery you get from it is really nice because it helps with our healing on our back bar. Now you can run Rally instead of this, or the other morph to get the heal, or you can the other morph to get the CC immunity, snare removal. It's up to you. I chose to go with this because, like I said, the healing from the Major Sorcery helps on the back bar, and you buff everyone around you, including yourself, and it costs Magicka instead of Stamina, so it saves us on our Stamina pool instead, and it comes from our Magicka resource pool. So it's completely up to you. You can run the others if you'd like, but I like this because I'm trying to go for both sides, Magicka and Stamina here, so that it saves me on my Stamina resource costs. Now, the second one's going to be Dizzying Swing. The tooltips go up higher when we're fully buffed up and everything. Put people off balance. Next one's going to be Executioner. This is our execute ability. This does our damage when they're below 50% health. I normally don't use this until they're about 30% health. Really good execute. Deals 400% more damage to targets below 50% health. Then our ulti is going to be Take Flight. This is 110 ultimate it costs, so it's really cheap ulti. And when we're fully buffed up, our tooltip hits at 16k, and it also stuns people. For our back bar on our sword and board, we're going to be using Resolving Vigor as our stamina heal. This is going to be our heal pretty much when we're above 50% health. And it's when we're also fully buffed up, it goes, I think, to like 12 or 13k, something like that, maybe higher. I can't remember. Igneous Shield, we're going to use this right after we use Resolving Vigor. So Resolving Vigor lasts for 4 seconds. This is going to hit. This will last for 3 seconds and give us Major Mending, which increases our healing done by 25%, and gives us a damage shield for 4,669. It's pretty good shield when it's stacked up with the other 2 shields that we have. So we get a couple little minus bonus shields, and then we get our main shield. For this one right here, we got Hardened Armor, and this is going to give us our Major Resolve, increasing our physical and spell resistances. And then it also gives us a 3,389 damage shield for 6 seconds, stacked with the other damage shield. And then it also deals a little bit of damage back to the people that come near us and do damage to us. Green Dragon Blood is going to be our Oh Shit heal. This is a Magicka ability, so this is nice. It comes from our Magicka pool. Like I said, 40% of our abilities are going to be Magicka, and the other 60% is going to be Stamina. So this is it's a little costly, yes, but we have enough Magicka that we can sustain it, so it's not a problem. You can use it a couple times if you need to. It's going to give you 39% of your missing health, and then also gives you Major Fortitude and Major Endurance and Minor Vitality, so it's going to increase your health and stamina recovery by 20%. And your healing received by 8% for 22 seconds. So all these heals stacked up together can work really nice and give you a decent heal if used right. Although the Dragonite doesn't have the best healing ever for any of the classes, but this works pretty well, especially since we've got high armor and high hit points. You should be okay. I can take a lot of damage on this build. Absorb Missile is going to be our other one. This is our main damage shield. This is going to allow us to take projectiles, and whenever a projectile hits us, only once per cast, it's going to heal us for 8,400 health, which is really nice. So it's instant health right there too. So we have a lot of damage shield and healing abilities on the back bar. That's all it is pretty much. And they're in between Magic and Stamina, so you're not using complete all one resource pool. It makes it really nice with the damage shields and the healing. And then I think we're sitting at like 14 to 17k fully buffed up with shields, so it's really nice when you proc all these together. Corrosive Armor, this is not what I actually really wanted to use on this. Preferably you want to use the Sword and Board ulti. As you see, I don't even have two-hander or one-handed shield even leveled up because this character was a Magicka character, so I still need to work on that. Let's see here. Where is it? Sword and Board. There we go. Yeah, you'd want to use the ulti and the morph of Shield Wall. That will make you immune to almost all damages for like 6 seconds. It's a really, really good ulti when you're in a really bad situation. So you're getting zerged down or whatever, man, pop that thing and try to get out of there. But I'm running corrosive armor for right now, but I will have that soon for the shield ulti. Preferably, like I said, you want to run that. Let's see here. Champion points. You can change your champion points how you see fit. I move these around a lot depending on what I'm doing, and when I'm fighting, where I am, whatever I'm doing. So it's completely up to you how you want to use it. 51 into Warlord, 11 into Sprinter, 1 into Siphon, 15 into Tenacity, 19 into Health, 64 into Mooncalf, 43 into Arcanist, 66 into Shadow Ward. We want a lot into Shadow Ward. That's important so we can block, because I literally, when people CC me, I don't break out of it. I just let it take its course, or I'll break out of it if I need to, just depending. But most of the time I can just take the damage, wait for the CC to wear off, and then move on out and burst and bash people down. 43 into Bless for our healing on our back bar. 72 into Master Arms for our direct damage. 44 for Thaumaturge for our damage over time, which is on our front bar. We have our Noxious Breath and Searing Strikes. None into Precise Strikes, because we're not doing any critical really, and we're running Malakath. 55% piercing, so it's going to give us 4200 penetration, and then 56 for our physical poison and disease damage into Mighty. Then we got 72 on the Ironclad, 29 into Resistance, 37 into Thick Skin, sorry about that, 43 into Hardy, 43 into Elemental Defender, 32 into Quick Recovery, and 14 into Heavy Armor Focus. I went fast through these a little bit. You can pause the video or slow it down to see. You can also take points out of like each of those if you want, like 4 to 6 points, whatever, and stack them up to get like 30 or 40 points and put them into Bastion, and that will increase the strengths of your damage shields, so your damage shields will be really strong if you want to. I did have it that way. I just was testing it out this way, and I just haven't put it back. I play both ways. Like I said, I switch my stuff around quite a bit. It's completely up to you how you want to run it, but you can put quite a few points into Bastion, and it will work really well. I think I covered everything. If I missed anything, just let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions or any of that stuff. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Sorry I went sort of fast with this. I was just trying to keep the video short because there's a lot of stuff to explain on the build. So I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you later.